everyone, welcome to T&W Electronics. Today I'll be showing you how to install Windows on your Chromebook. So first, you need to change it over to developer mode. So you need to press ESC, the F3 key, or the refresh button, and the power button. You need to hold these. And your screen should go blank like this. And then you get this screen. Now you need to press Control D. And then you need to press Enter. And you should get another blank screen. Then you need to press Control D again. Now we just wait, and you should get this thing saying your system is transitioning, and in the top corner you should get something saying starting in 30 seconds. And so now you just wait until it's done. So I'll read the thing for you. Your system is transitioning to developer mode. Local data has been cleared. Modifications you make to the system are not supported by Google, may cause hardware issues, and may void warranty. And so now it's done, and it's preparing my system, and so it may take a while. When this is done, I'll get back to you guys, okay? Once your Chromebook is done processing the developer mode, you need to open the back, so unscrew all 12 screws on the back, and you need to remove this screw right here. So I take no responsibility for this. This is on your own risk, and this is from my computer. Other computers differ, but this is for mine. Mine is the CB3-111 Chromebook. So what you're going to need to do is just remove it, and then it should be a bigger screw than the rest. So I don't know if it's going to focus, but it should look something like this. And so now you have this done. You need to put all the screws back on. And so I'll see you guys back when I got all the screws back on. So see ya. So once you're done putting all your screws in and you have put all your personal information in, you need to enter Crash. So you need to press Control Alt and T. And so you'll see the Crash symbol right there, and you need to type in shell. So SHELL. Press enter. You should get this Kronos at localhost / and then the money sign. We need to type in CD space the squiggly line / and downloads with a capital D. So DOWNLOADS, downloads. And you need to press enter. And then you'll see the blue downloads thing added. And you need to type in sudo, so SUDO space flashrom FLASHROM space -R and then space backupbios.bin, so BACKUPBIOS.BIN, and that's all one word. You need to press enter, and so this will make a backup. So we're just waiting, and so it's successful because it said success right here. So now we need to open files just to make sure, and you need to drag this file to your Google Drive. I've already got one in there, so I won't be needing this file. So you just press X, and then you'll need to open another Crash tab, so Control Alt T, and you need to type in shell again, so SHELL, and then you need to go to Windows Install Helper. So you need to select your manufacturer, then you need to select your CPU, select the model of your Chromebook, and then you'll come to this guide. And as you can see, mine's the Acer CB3-111, and you'll need to go to the developer mode and flash firmware. And paste the following into the shell and press enter. So you need to copy this, so Control C, and you go back in here. Instead of pressing Control V, you hold the Alt button and you press, and it pastes. And then you press enter. So now you just wait while it's getting the device system info. This could take a while, and here we are. So after all, it didn't take a while. So you need to click 1, and you press enter. You need to press Y for yes, and then you need to put N for no, and then it should be downloading your full ROM firmware. And now it's installing the full ROM firmware, and this can take a while. So now we just wait, and then we're gonna turn back to the main menu. And so we're done, and you just exit out all your tabs. And then now we gotta make the backup for, well, not the backup, the USB drive to upload it, to turn it into Windows, basically. So I'll get back to you when that's done. Oh, well, actually, I'll show you guys how to create it, but for right now, we're done with this part. Before you make the bootable flash drive, you need to turn off your Chromebook. If you get this white screen, you need to click on the ESC, the refresh, and the power button again, and then you should get something like this, which means good. And so from here, this is what you just power it off, and this is a good sign. So let's go make the bootable drive.
So now you need to move to a Windows computer, and as you can see, you need to go to the website up here, click the download button for Rufus, and then you need to plug in your your USB drive, and select your Windows image file, and then if you want to change the label, then you click start, and this can take a while. So now let's move on to installing it.
Now that you've made your bootable drive on Rufus, you need to plug your USB. So I have this one, the 8GB one that I had, and you need to plug it in to preferably your USB 3.0 port, and you just plug it in, and you're gonna power it on, and you should get this logo. And now you just wait a little bit, and while you wait, you're gonna need a mouse, a wired mouse. I think also a mouse that has, you plug it in using, just like this mouse here, it's wireless, but also has a plug-in, will work too. And so now we wait, and so now that this blue screen is up, now we're at Windows. So you need to plug in your mouse. So I have this because your trackpad won't work, so I'm gonna plug that into my other port, and my mouse is working. So you need to select what you need. So I'm English, United States, US. I'll click next, and then install now. And so now your setup is starting, and I'll get back to you guys when my setup is done. So once your setup is done, you should get this product key for Windows. Mine is going to be Windows 10. I don't have a product key at the moment, so I'm going to press skip. So we gotta wait a little bit. So just keep waiting. There's a lot of waiting while updating, and then you want to press I accept, and then next, and then you want to do custom, and you want to delete all these partitions because these you just don't need them. And so, so you need to start deleting them off one by one. So delete, okay, and yeah, this is going to take a little bit, so I'll get back to you guys when all of my partitions are into one. So now that you're down to one drive space, you need to press next, and you wait some more. So just gonna wait. Now I'm installing Windows 10 Pro, so, and it's the X64, so the 64-bit, because that is what my processor supports. If you guys don't know, please look it up, because if you have a 32-bit processor and you try to install a 64, it just won't work. So now it's going to start installing Windows. So this is a very long process, so I'm going to stop the video here, and then I'll continue it when this is all done. So, see you guys when this is done. So, welcome back. So when it says finishing up, once that step's done, you will need to unplug your USB. So we're gonna wait a little bit until restarting in 10 seconds. So as soon as it finishes, you need to unplug your USB. So 3, 2, 1, unplug it. So now it won't boot into the Windows drive again. It'll boot into Windows. And so it's loading. So now we just wait some more. So this may take a while. So I'm gonna let it load, and then when it's done, I will start the video back up again. Oh, so never mind. Oh, yeah, I guess I will start the video up. Oh, so you see it should say getting devices ready. 14, 20. Oh, well, it's going faster than I thought. So we'll just wait. So you're gonna have to put on screen keyboard, which I'll show you guys how to do once this is done, because your keyboard won't work, neither will your trackpad, and I don't believe your speakers won't work either. So it looks like it's gonna take a while longer, so I'll turn the video back on when it's done. So when your Chromebook is done rebooting, you get this screen to enter the product key. Well, down here towards the bottom, you'll say do this later. And so if you have one, type it in. If not, we'll say do this later. We'll skip this step for now. Yes, we're going to use the express settings. And now we wait while it's setting it up. So once this is done, we will have to install the drivers. And so here we are. Who's going to use this PC? We're going to call it a test for now. Oh, my keyboard works. So that is good, actually. If your keyboard works, go ahead and use it. If not, you may want to plug in a wired keyboard. So test is username, test password, password hint, test. So I pressed next. Oh, well, maybe I'll just put TE and then that. So enter. Now it's gonna load. So now we wait, and it says hi, and it's gonna say we're setting things up for you. So now we just wait some more. This won't take long. So it's going to be setting up our apps. And when this is done, I'll resume the video. So once your Chromebook is done restarting, it'll be into Windows. Now, first off, you need to connect it to the Wi-Fi. Now, another thing. If your keyboard is working, you won't need to do this. But if your keyboard is not working, you will need to do this. So you need to press on the logo down here, and you need to go to settings. And then you need to go to ease of access and go to keyboard. You need to turn on the on-screen keyboard. Me, I don't need the keyboard, as you can see here, because my keyboard does work. So I turn that off. So after this, you need to install the drivers. So first, you need to download them. So you need to go to here, Microsoft Edge, and you need to go to Windows Install Helper. Oop. Windows Install so you go to Cool Star. So from here, this is what you need to select your Chromebook manufacturer. Or if you already know your thing, then you can put it in here. I'm going to try typing mine in. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's try Acer C HRMEB. Well, that didn't work, so we're going to do it the other way. So from here, and then you need to select your CPU. I believe mine is the N2840, so I'm going to click next. And then here's mine, the C730, so I'm going to click that, press next. And so this is my thing. So to update firmware, this is your download link. And so it's gonna download, and then you're gonna want to close that and install the Windows. Actually, you won't need this, so this is just how to install it from the USB. Here's where the chipset driver, so you're gonna click on the link here, and so this is a little bit bigger than the other ones, so it's gonna take a little bit longer, just about a minute. So we'll just wait a minute. So remember, this is for me. It's for my Chromebook. Your Chromebook may need something else, because Chromebooks are different from each other. Mine's an Acer Chromebook. You may have Samsung Chromebook, for example. So now I got about 20 seconds left. So we're just gonna wait. Now we're down to just about 10. So this is 5 seconds left. Now this is kind of a time-consuming process. So it's at 99%. It's running the security scan, and it's finished downloading. So you need to do the install keyboard. So you're going to click the download link, and this gives you all of the what the keys do now. So now we need to install the touchpad. This doesn't, well, the driver. So we're going to click the link. These are normally pretty small, so they only take a couple of seconds. Now we're going to the audio. Now if you have a touchscreen Chromebook, you may have a touchscreen driver on this screen here. So come on, here we go. And that's done. And so that's done. So let's see what this compressed installation is. I don't think there's a driver. Oh, yeah, we won't need this. So now you're going to click on X. You're going to go in your files to make sure you have all the drivers, so downloads. And yes, this is the drivers that you will need. So you need to X that out really quick, and then you need to go into CMD. And I'm going to run it as an administrator. I don't think it really matters whether you run it as administrator or not. And so what you're going to need to type in is B C D E D I T space slash SET space TEST SIGNING space ON. And then we're going to press enter, and it was completed successfully. So now we're going to click X, and we're going to restart our Chromebook. So power, restart. When this is done restarting, I'll resume. Once you're done restarting your Chromebook, your Windows Chromebook now, you need to click on File. And you need to go to your downloads where you downloaded those files. And first we're gonna do let's do the first one on here. So the chipset driver. So we're gonna open it, and we're going to click on yes, and you should get this wizard. You click next, and you need to agree, next, and you click next again, and install. So it's going to install, and it's going to be a while. So when this is finished, I will continue on installing the next one. Well, the next driver. Now that we are finished, we're going to click on the finish, and an update is required. So we're going to click next, accept terms, next. Then it'll say we're about to install the following components, next, and this is now being installed. So this is going a lot faster than the other one. Well, it's kind of come to a stop now. So we'll see what happens. Well, guys, when this is done, I will move on to the next driver. So once this is finished, you will want to click no, I'll restart my computer later, and finish. And so we're going to press close, and then we're going to do the drivers for this one. And so we're going to do this application firmware, Chromebook firmware update tool. So we're going to skip this one for now because this one looks like a long one. And so we're going to do the Chromebook remap ability, and we are going to click yes. And so we are going to install it. And so it's going to, it just completed it. So we're going to wait a little bit until it officially says it's completed. Well, maybe I just press close. There we go, and it's done. Now we need to do the touchpad. And we are just going to install all of them. Because I don't know exactly which one goes with which, and now that's done. So we're going to click close, and then we're going to install this one, the Max one, the Max 980.1.03 installer exe. So this is the audio, and so this one is just about done, and he's done. So we're going to go back to the other one, and we are going to firmware update tool, and we're going to extract all. Extract. So this is almost complete, and then we're going to open it. We're going to click on, and as you heard there, the sound is installed. I don't know if you can see this too well, but you want to click yes, and firmware update tool, and we are going to click on update. So this is going to open, and it just finished, and now it's downloading the firmware. And it's going to continue doing something in, looks like CMD, but never know. Flashing succeeded, please reboot. So we're going to click X on here. As you see, you got this backup and this update. So we're going to X out there, and we're going to restart it again. So I'm just going to shut it down and then power it back up. And as you heard, the speakers are working. So when this is done and it's powered back up, whoop, actually, should just be able to power it up now. So I'm going to power it up. Here we go. And so now we just wait for Windows to load, and we'll test out the F, so basically the top row keys, or the F, whatever keys, the F1 to F12. So we're gonna test out the trackpad. So the trackpad does work. I'm not using my mouse. I will unplug my mouse to show you. So unplugged it, and I'm gonna put this to the side. And so so this is my trackpad, and so I'm gonna click with my trackpad, and I'm gonna do my test password, and we're in. Sorry if that just hit something on my desk. And so we are going to open here, and we're gonna go to, let's just go to someplace easy. How about YouTube? Look up YouTube, and then we're gonna try and do the back button. So maybe it's shift back button or control. Yes, if you do control in the back button, it works. So let's try control in the volume change. That's working. So if you control and then press the volume buttons, it switches it out. And then also we're gonna check out the lighting. So if we press control, that decreases and increases the lighting, and the key right before lighting shows all the screens that are open. And then refresh. The refresh key isn't working, so right now I don't know if it's not supposed to. Let's look up YouTube again. Control refresh. Yes, the refresh button does work.